They died in the fire. Ran with us. Felt better about ourselves. Yeah, we just do this thing. We're live, pal. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Zelda Cast live from the Zelda Dungeon Marathon 2023. Andy Spiteri, Allison Aletha. As you can see, if you are watching us on twitch.tv/Zelda Dungeon, we have a whole plethora of chicken wings, hot sauces, and I think we're in for a rough ride here, Al. But,
I'm actually really excited.
We're doing it for a great cause. We are raising money this year for No Kid Hungry. You can learn all about it over at the Zelda Dungeon Marathon website. $1 is 10 meals for a hungry kid. We're gonna eat some wings, ironically, to end hunger. So so here we go. We got a whole slew of fan Q&A questions that you guys graciously gave us. And we are going to attempt to answer these questions as best we can while eating these hot wings. Now, I have to admit, I've never seen an episode of Hot Wings. We stole their gimmick.
Yeah.
You're a little bit more familiar. What should we expect today?
I've watched one whole episode of Hot Ones.
What did I say? Hot Wings?
Same concept, right?
Okay.
But basically, we didn't test these, by the way. We kind of wanted to be surprised by the spicy level. Usually they go from like least spicy to the most spicy, and also we don't have the lineup from Hot Ones. We went to get our own lineup, the Zelda cast lineup, if you will. Right. So we're gonna be surprised by the spiciness level of these, and yeah, we
picked the ones with the coolest labels.
Yeah, they had cool labels or cool names, like funny names. And then we're gonna try and answer questions while we're eating the hot wings.
So I feel like this is either gonna be awesome or it's gonna be a complete catastrophe, and there's not gonna be much middle ground here.
There's no in between.
We have a time limit. And we have a lot of wings and we have a lot of questions, Al, so I'm wondering if we should just get right to it.
Yes. You know what? I have a feeling this is going to be like the least spicy. Seems a little bit basic, so I feel like we should start with this one. This guy right here.
Sure.
Should we show it to the camera?
That's right. So this is you
a Tabasco, it's green pepper sauce. Okay. So I'm excited.
So while Al's opening that and maybe dabbing some on this plate here, I just want to remind everybody that if you're listening to this in podcast form the day after that we're recording this live, first of all, you can go check out the VOD over on Zelda Dungeon's Twitch, and it'll eventually be up on YouTube. And this is an episode I recommend you check the video out for. But second of all, more importantly, the Zelda Dungeon Marathon will still be going on, so you have lots and lots and lots of time to get over and donate. It's all for a great cause. We got lots of different stuff going on, lots of different games to look forward to. In fact, you and I are going to be playing Skyward Sword later tonight.
Yeah, this is like the first time we get to play Skyward Sword together.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that too.
So this is good. Okay, let's do this.
All right.
So green.
Here, I'll get you a wing.
Green Tabasco. All right.
I think I'm going to put it directly onto my chicken.
All right. Okay, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
How heavy should we go here?
I mean,
this is good.
This isn't. I don't think this one's too bad. So I think we'll.
Okay. So the first question is from our illustrious pal, Kat, who's sitting just to my right here. How long until Andy taps out? I'll never tap out. I'll be dead before I tap out. And I might be dead, so we'll see. And if you had to make an Avengers team out of Zelda characters, who do you pick? Why do you pick?
Okay,
here we go.
Oh, that's so tame.
Okay.
All right, who's your Avengers team?
I mean, Link is the guy, right? Mm-hmm. Gotta be Link. He's gonna be like the Hawkman, Hawkeye.
Okay.
Iron Guy is gonna be he's gonna be Minoru in her sweet suit. Mm-hmm. So that's two. Who else do we got? Who's like Captain Hyrule?
Captain Hyrule. Who's like the golden boy? I don't know.
That could just be Link.
That could be Link again.
That'll be Toon Link. The Hulk, he can be Daruk.
Daruk, or I was thinking Darunia too would be a good one.
And Thor can be I don't know.
Riju.
Sure.
She's got some lightning powers. You know, I just had a thought though. Sheik could be our Black Widow.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. There it is. That's our
Avengers roster right there.
Okay. This is a great question from Benedict Bumberbatch.
Wow,
And,
what a name.
Yeah, a great name. Do you guys have an early idea of where Tears of the Kingdom sits among your top Zelda games? If not, do you have an idea, or if you prefer Breath of the Wild or not? So, Al,
What's the
we're
question?
kind of talking about this. Very early impressions of where Tears of the Kingdom might sit on your top Zelda games.
Oh, yeah. So, I think I need to sit with the game a little bit longer because it just came out and there's some recency bias there. So, I know that Breath of the Wild is no longer like in my top 3, but I don't think that Tears necessarily replaced it.
No.
I would say it's still in my top 5 for now.
Yeah, you know what? I think that Tears and Breath of the Wild almost take away from each other a little bit. Where both of them are incredible, but you know, each one makes the other one a little bit less, if that makes sense to me. So I need some time to sit with Tears, and I think that the DLC will be kind of an indication of where we're going to go with that too. But
I'm really curious to see because we usually do the best Zelda ever list every year. So I'm really curious to see how overall the list changes.
yeah, okay. So the next we've got
I'm gonna shake that first.
the original Hooters hot sauce. So we're gonna give this a go.
I would say that the Tabasco was not bad at all. In fact, I actually kind of liked it.
It was kind of good actually, and
Yeah.
you were saying that you didn't like green.
I usually don't like green sauce.
I insisted on green.
You did, yeah.
Hooters, okay.
Hooters hot sauce.
Hooters hot sauce. This is a great question from Majora Master. And by the way, if it wasn't clear, there's going to be some Tears of the Kingdom spoilers in this episode. So, you know, just FYI. This is from Majora Master. Which of the sages has been your favorite so far, both character and ability-wise?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Okay.
All right. That's not spicy at all.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
I have a feeling we have the same answer though. Mine is Tulin.
Okay. You know, I think if we're answering ability-wise, it's definitely Tulin. Mm-hmm. But I think it might be Riju for me if it's like who's your favorite character.
Yeah, favorite character. But if it's like Sage, like character. Oh, I guess the question is character and ability. So like I like Riju a lot.
Yeah.
But Tulin is like I got to a point at the end of the game where the only Sage I had was Tulin.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Minoru, but I think gameplay wise, she gets in the way a little bit, a little bit clunky, and I think like once you've kind of explored the depths, and you don't need to ride her to get over gloom, a little bit, you know, you're okay to turn her off.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Pass me those lids so we can keep our station clean here.
Yeah. Okay. This is another question from our pal Bumberbatch. Curious about another thing too. Maybe specifically just for Andy, unless Al feels this way as well. I saw the tweet about how the story of Tears of the Kingdom was undone by the ending. I won't go into spoilers here, but could you all go into more detail as to why you feel this way? So I feel like this needs a new hot sauce. This is a loaded question.
Ooh, do we want to like see if we can get something spicy? Like, yeah, let's go for the Black Panther over there.
Okay, this is Black Panther. This is our spiciest one so far. So it's a spicy question. Gets a spicy sauce.
Okay, hopefully.
Oh
my God, Andy.
Okay.
It comes out really fast. Okay.
This is fine.
Here, I'll try to give it a little bit more so we're even. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. So, this is fine. This is why I brought this ginormous pitcher of milk.
This is actually really tasty though, but it's spicy.
It's not too bad. Okay. I say that now, but I'm dying.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I think the ending was just a bit cheap. You know, and I don't like saying that, but like, because I feel like individually it has like a lot of great moments as I'm crying. There's a lot of great moments, but like the ending would just kind of felt like too neat, too tidy. If there was maybe a little bit more permanence
Yeah.
That might have been a little bit better in my eyes. And I think that the format of Tears of the Kingdom story as well, it leaves something to be desired for me, because it's like, it was so copy and paste from Breath of the Wild, except almost in like a, I don't want to say a worse way, but like when you find the memories in Breath of the Wild, it's a bad thing about Breath of the Wild, but like they're just like character moments. They don't really tell a story. But when you find the story in Tears of the Kingdom, it's you find them like you find memories. So like it's all over the place. You get them in any specific order that you want.
Right.
They're all over the place. So I think that the format left a little to be desired. The ending felt a little bit, cheap. I hate to keep using that word, but yeah, that's where I
think the only thing that makes it okay for me is because, and like obviously we're not going into spoilers here, but yes, it's a little bit undone, but it's okay for me because it comes full circle. Like the ending comes full circle from the beginning, and I think that's what makes it okay for me, because it just told a story. And I'm sure we'll talk about this when we actually finally do our super full story spoiler cast.
Right.
But I really like that it had a beginning and it had an end, but it's like, I don't know how to keep explaining it, but a circle. So I think that's what made it okay for me.
Thank you. I'm getting a napkin to make sure none of this defiles any of my other wings.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. This is from Corey Richmond, who couldn't be here this year. But I miss
Corey.
Most people miss you. I don't miss you, Corey.
Oh my God.
He asks, what is each of your favorite brand new enemies added to Tears of the Kingdom? So I'm going to assume Corey means brand new, like for Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't know, maybe.
I would say Gleeok.
Probably Gleeok.
Yeah.
Probably Gleeok. I was thinking more like regular enemies, in which case I'd probably say Gyptos.
Okay.
Because I think they look awesome.
They do look awesome.
But definitely Gleeok. Gleeok is sweet, and I kind of dig the big constructs as well, like the construct 3s.
Oh, the flux construct.
Yeah.
I really like the Gleeoks. I thought they were fun. Like a new thing to fight and like new tricks to fight versus like you got used to your Lionels, to your Taluses.
Right.
Foxes were okay. I just thought they were kind of a mix of a Talus and Hinox. But I really like Gleeoks. And then, I mean, if you want to go like big, I really like having Ganondorf in the game. He was really fun to fight. Really fun enemy.
I don't know if I'd say he's like an enemy. And I mean, he's an enemy, but not,
Wait, you want to do another one of these right after that one? Maybe we should go back to the something tamer. I think Adriel said Tiger Sauce is a little more mild.
Let the record show that Allison suggested that for her own benefit.
Yeah, not your benefit.
That's right. This is from Cheritu, who I believe is down in this basement. Maybe he's not anymore. What is the cheesiest way you've completed a shrine?
I don't think I've really cheesed anything yet because I wanted to do the dungeons and the shrines without cheesing my first playthrough, and I haven't done a second playthrough yet. Because, like, when it came to Breath of the Wild, the replayability, I would cheese a lot of stuff because I'm like, okay, I want to just get through this quickly so that I can get to my main task.
Right.
But when it came to playing Tears the first time, I didn't want to cheese it yet. So I don't think I did anything too cheesy.
I feel kind of bad for saying something similar, but, like, if I cheese it, I didn't realize that I did. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I really did anything like completely, when you do a shrine, you're just like, oh, that was not how I was supposed to do it. I don't think I had anything like that, or at least not anything like outrageously like that,
Right, or you're like, oh, my sister Tyler's in the chat. She says, don't touch your eyes.
Too late. Oh, you know what? This is nice. This is nice.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I think I want to take that home. That's really good.
Yeah. Okay. This is from Mew D. Dean. Is there a new ability that is so useful to you in puzzles or exploration, it would be hard to play Breath of the Wild again with the absence of that ability? You know what? To take that a step further, I think it would be hard to play Breath of the Wild again, just in general. Yeah. Because, like, we're talking abilities, but I mean, like, the depths, the sky, the caves, like, those are extra things that Tears of the Kingdom added that I think really, kind of like we were talking about earlier, I think they take away from Breath of the Wild, mm-hmm. like, make me not want to play it again, but, like, because everything is so similar in Tears of the Kingdom, that makes me kind of not love Tears of the Kingdom as much because it's this weird thing, and maybe it's fitting because there's those two dragon heads that are eating each other on the logo. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. I definitely think that, like, Ultra Hand itself, where you can pick up a lot more stuff other than just metal versus Breath of the Wild, but being able to fuse stuff is, like, made some things, like, a lot, I would say, easier, especially exploration, because in Breath of the Wild, pretty much all you had was, like, climbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whereas I figured out how to make a hover bike pretty early on, and I used that for exploring almost everywhere, so I feel like it would be hard to go back to Breath of the Wild after having a hover bike.
I think, you remember when we saw the trailer and I was making fun of Ascend? Mm-hmm. And I've apologized to Ascend a couple different times now, but I'm going to do it again. Because I do think that that's, like, an awesome ability to have.
Yeah, especially, again, when in Breath of the Wild, all you had was climbing.
Yeah. So I'm going to call an audible here. We got a question in the chat from Bryce, and he asks, what is your favorite dungeon in Tears of the Kingdom? And we kind of had a little debate about this yesterday on the couch. And, I'm going to throw out for everybody's consideration the Fire Temple. I thought it was the closest to a traditional Zelda dungeon in that, yes, you can still go any way you want, and it is kind of Divine Beast-ish, right? But, like, I think that what the temple intends for you to do is follow the minecart path up, get the switches in their, assumed order, and then, like, I felt very satisfied when I got right to the top, built that ginormous bridge that was, like, this long, and dropped down, and I was like, aha, that's the last switch. Like, yes. So the Fire Temple for me.
I would say Lightning. I like the puzzles in Lightning, and it felt like a callback to Ocarina of Time Spirit Temple for me. But I mean, I think the boss fight is really cool, but, like, it's not my favorite, and I kind of wish Wind Temple was a little bit better, because overall it would have been my favorite with Colgera.
Yeah, I saw some people saying that the Wind Temple, and to a lesser extent, I think the Lightning Temple are, like, divine beasts, and they're, what you have to do inside them. Mm-hmm. And I don't necessarily think that's wrong, but at the same time, I think the atmosphere of those two temples specifically is like so much better than a divine beast, and really adds to it. So I do think it's a step above.
Yeah. All right, I got our next hot sauce. This is Swamp Dragon. This is a little boozy. It says
this is tequila sauce. I picked this because I like tequila.
Yes. So
I'm expecting good things.
I don't know. I don't know if you should expect good things from tequila.
Yeah, fair. Okay. Our next question is from B Dog. What elements do you think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are lacking, making some people feel like they are not good or classic enough? Oh my god. Come on out, baby. Let's go. Okay.
I didn't even hear the question. I could just smell the hot sauce. Let's just do it right first and then get to the question.
Oh, that is foul. Oh.
It doesn't taste good.
Oh, man.
I don't think it's spicy. It just doesn't taste good.
No, it tastes horrible. Can I have another napkin, Cap? Would you mind? Oh, that's terrible.
I need another one, too. It's not spicy. It doesn't even taste boozy.
No. You know what that is? That's like when you're at the club and you get
I want more of this.
a shot of tequila, and they have the worst tequila you've ever seen there. But
yeah.
It's still like $10 because you're at the club.
Uh-huh.
All right.
What was the question again?
What elements are Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom lacking? We had some Malort hot sauce. Yes. Yeah. That would be awesome. I think structure is the answer, is what Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are lacking. Whereas, like, Nintendo is so committed to this open world idea and just saying, like, you can do anything anytime you want, that I think it's too much. There's very little structure and direction, and I think that shows, particularly with the story. And I wish that like I don't think that there'd be anything wrong if the game, like, if you started Tears of the Kingdom and your first and only main quest was, like, you got to go to Rito Village, and you got to figure out what's going on there. And once you did that, I don't think that there's anything wrong with saying, like, okay, now you have to do Zora. And then, you know what I mean? Like, just a little bit of structure, like moving from one point to the next. And I think if you did that, you would be able to tell a better story. And a good example of that is once you beat those temples, you see the same cutscene like 4 times.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a way that you can do that with more structure and still be true to the open world idea. So that's my answer.
I agree. I know we talk about linearity is like something we wanted to get away from in Zelda, especially post Skyward Sword. A lot of the complaints about Skyward Sword is it's too linear, it kind of holds your hand a bit. And I get that feeling. I love playing open world games, but I played open world games where the story structure still has a linearity and it makes sense as you go. And not to say that the stories in Breath of the Wild and Tears don't make sense as you go. It's just it kind of takes away from your immersion in the story when it's all out of order.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got a couple donations. I'm gonna maybe pass this off to you, Kat, if you don't mind pulling those up, and I'll read them off in just a quick sec. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, let's continue. Let's get ourselves.
You want to get that one now?
Yeah, we need to get this tequila sauce out of here because that was gross. Oh, I need to unlock my phone. Okay. Yeah. So next question comes from Raven Propaganda. What is your funniest experience from playing Tears of the Kingdom? Al, do you got anything?
I can't think of, like, the only thing I could think of is when I finally touched down on the surface and I was right next to a build station and I was like, yes, I get to make my first build.
Oh, no.
That's gonna be a hot one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
By the way, for anyone that's listening and watching, this is called The Real Thing. It's the closest thing to the bomb, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
True red Scotch bonnet. Oh my god, you're gonna die. Anyways, I built my first car and I was so excited, and so I hopped on my car and I didn't have a control stick, so I was riding my car and I was like, yes, I did my first build. I hit a deer with my first car. So that would be the funniest thing I ever did. Not ever, but like that I remember.
So I had hold on.
Wait. Just together.
Yeah. No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
I was worried about it.
What do we got here? Bonnet peppers. You know what, that's not too bad.
That one's sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been gypped.
A little bit, yeah.
I've been gypped. I was waiting for it to be hot.
So I got the diving gear in Tears of the Kingdom, like the gliding suit or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was going through one of those holes that takes you to the depths. Mm-hmm. And I had the suit on, and I was like, "Yeah, I feel so cool." I'm diving. I'm like holding down, like, you know, the Skyward Sword diver, just like going straight down. And I was like, "This is so cool." And the depths was dark, and this is early on, and I didn't realize how close to the ground I was because I was like, boom, and smashed and killed myself. Yeah, and killed myself. So it was funny in that it was like it could have been avoided, definitely.
Yeah. I feel disappointed by this one because I thought the naming would mean it was close to Da Bomb, and I thought we were gonna die. But maybe there's another one that's the real thing, and this one is a yellow Scotch bonnet. So I don't know. Maybe this isn't as exciting as I thought. But we got a couple more hot sauces up here, so we'll see.
We'll have to recycle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is from Ocarina Holder 52. What is your favorite Tears of the Kingdom merch that has been released so far? For example, Pro Controller, Collector's Edition, Amiibo, etc., etc. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I haven't been overly impressed with all the other stuff that was released with Tears of the Kingdom. Mm-hmm. But maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll say the new Zelda amiibo looks pretty slick. Of her in like the ancient gear.
Yeah,
that looks pretty cool. So maybe that, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of want like a puzzle or like a comic or something.
Yeah, I really I was excited to get the guidebook, but it was all right. Like, it was a guidebook. And then when the collector's edition was coming out, that's our next one. You want to know something? That this one, I don't know about you, but it's creeping. Like, it's coming up later.
A little. Yeah, a little.
So I was excited about the guidebook, got it, and I thought it was okay. And then the collector's edition that came out, I was kind of feeling like I wanted to get that because of like FOMO, but not really because I wanted it.
Right.
So I didn't wind up getting it. But I think if I had to choose something that I'll get in the future is the Zelda OLED Switch. Why'd you do that?
Do what?
Douse my wing in hot sauce.
Oh, that's not doused. Just a little. Yeah, okay, so this is from Quigs, and this is a great question that we're probably going to elaborate on in an entire episode pretty soon.
Yeah.
What is your predictions for the Tears of the Kingdom DLC? So first of all, bon appetit.
Okay. That's fine.
It's okay. So
I don't know what to expect from the DLC. I know some of us were kind of dabbling with the idea that maybe we get some more answers about the dragons.
I think that's it. I think that the DLC is going to be maybe something in the past. Maybe they're going to bring back like your Nehru and your Din and your Faror, and you're going to see them maybe do something similar where they what do they call it? Draconify themselves, and that's how you get Naedra and Farosh and Dinral. I think that could be pretty cool and introduce some new characters and make like a, I don't know. I think like the dragons are such like a cool, mysterious part of Tears of the Kingdom. It would be nice to learn a little bit more about them.
I agree. So that would be it. I think that would be a pretty cool DLC, especially, and then we're going into spoilers here. So if anybody, doesn't want any spoilers about Tears, leave now. Forever hold your peace.
You're good.
Okay. I think because Zelda had that experience, she may be curious and would want to research it. So I could see us starting off with Zelda being like, I want to kind of research this thing that happened to me. Yeah. And where did the other ones come from?
And I think that they could retroactively make that ending that we were complaining about earlier like a little bit better too if they decided to do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch plates here.
I'm gonna keep my plate.
Mine's a bit messy.
Okay. This is a dual question that we got from Quigs and from B-Dog. Which new character is your favorite? Which new character is your least favorite? Allison, what do you think?
Which new character is my favorite? New character? That's hard. I mean, there's not a lot of new ones. There's a lot of reoccurring characters. So...
that's true. That's true.
You know what? I really like Yona, despite like what the
internet says.
Yeah. I think she's like insanely sweet, and like I'm super excited about her and Sidon's future together.
Right.
And so I think she would be my favorite. And then least favorite, that's hard because like there's not a lot of.
I have an answer.
Okay, you go and I'll think about it.
I think my least favorite is Sonya. I got a wing. What are you doing there?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you take that wing.
Loading you up.
My least favorite is Sonya, and I think it's because like there's just like nothing to her. It's like she was a very like one-dimensional character, and I got the scenes out of order as well. So like I saw that scene, and anyone that's seen it probably knows what I'm talking about. So I got that scene, and yeah, I don't know. I thought they could have done more, and maybe I'm probably a victim of my own expectations because I thought she looked so cool in the trailer. I was like really excited to learn more about this character, and unfortunately you didn't really get to. So yeah, I think Sonya, and ironically, I think Rauru is probably my favorite.
I was just thinking about Rauru while you were talking, and I was like, no, Raru's pretty cool. I really like Rauru, and I like his voice. His voice acting was really great in my opinion.
What is this?
This is The Real Thing, but it's with a yellow Scotch bonnet.
Oh, this will be fine. All right, let's go.
We'll see. It's got a little more bite than the red one, I think.
Well, yeah.
The red one like lingered, like it came later.
Oh, yeah, a little. I'm okay. Let's continue, shall we? Swanee. There's a dual. You know what? We should also read a couple donations here. We got $20 from our pal Amanda from Zelda Universe. Amazing work to everyone at Zelda Dungeon team. Love from Amanda at Zelda Universe. Thank you so much. And $18 from our pal Sonic Tonic. I really appreciate all you guys for contributing to do this great event each year. I'm so happy seeing the returning faces as well as new ones too. Rooting for Andy and Kieran at Skyward Sword HD. Take that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of love. Good luck.
Nice.
Thank you, Aaron, for that. We appreciate that. Yeah. So this is from From Swanee, after Tears of the Kingdom improved on Breath of the Wild so much, is there any reason to replay Breath of the Wild? We touched on that a little bit.
In our last episode?
Yeah, you know, there probably is. There probably is. But I think that you have to meet a certain set of requirements if you, at least for me, if you're like a big fan of the story of Breath of the Wild, then yeah, there probably is.
Mm-hmm.
If you maybe if you like the music, I guess I was gonna say if you like the music, but you could just listen to the music.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question. It's a tough question.
Yeah.
I don't know that I will, and I guess like because I think that we talked about last week, like the shrines and abilities, like the new abilities in Tears of the Kingdom are like almost like the ruins from Breath of the Wild, but like upgraded in a way. So like, unless you like the ruins better,
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I kind of feel like I don't have a lot of reason to go back to Breath of the Wild because, as we were talking about with abilities earlier, like I would feel like I'd be missing out on some of the abilities. And I wouldn't, and like having bombs be part of your your Sheikah slate. I'd rather have bomb flowers, you know. Although like those are unlimited bombs, so that's kind of nice. It's just there's a timer on them. And then with the story, like maybe it's because I played Breath of the Wild so much. Like I have about 800 hours in Breath of the Wild that I don't really see the need to go back to it after Tears of the Kingdom came out. And I think I might have expected that, to be honest, with the new Zelda game. So I can see myself playing it for the marathon in the future, but not like one day being like, oh, I really want to play Breath of the Wild. Instead, I would probably be saying, oh, I'd probably play Tears of the Kingdom instead.
You know why I'd play Breath of the Wild? Monk Maz Kashia.
That takes so long to get to,
One of the greatest boss fights in this Zelda series.
So it takes so long to get there.
Okay. Let's go on. Actually, a follow-up question here from Swanee. Well, Tears of the Kingdom win Game of the Year. So obviously that's very, very subjective. But I think what we can do is look at maybe some other heavy hitters that are coming out this year.
Yeah.
And take a look at that. And I'm going to say no. I don't think it's going to win a Game of the Year from like a place like a Game Awards or like an IGN or something like that.
Really?
I don't.
Breath of the Wild did.
And I think that's why.
Oh.
I think because it's so similar. And like it is. It's very similar. I think that when a game like I don't know, maybe the new Spider-Man or maybe the new I can't
Star
think of
Wars.
any. Yeah, sure. Like I think there's gonna be like some other game that comes out that they're gonna just be like, okay, like, you know, we gave Zelda, we gave it the plaque a couple years ago. Like let's do something else.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like I don't know, when I was seeing the reception of Tears of the Kingdom, it was so good because people were building stuff and having so much fun.
Yeah.
So I can really see like a lot of people being like, plus it was very highly anticipated, right? So, and I don't think it was all that disappointing. Like, I don't think it was disappointing at all. There's some stuff I may have like disagreements with about it, but yeah, I think overall it really performed. So I can see it winning Game of the Year totally.
I mean, like, I'm not saying that it has no chance. It's probably, there's a difference between like, is it the best game released this year, and like, is it going to win Game of the Year? Because I think oftentimes like that those two are not the same, right?
Okay.
Like, kind of like the Oscars. Like, does the best movie always win, or does like the, you know, does the one that kind of seems popular win? I don't know, but I think that Breath of the Wild winning it a couple years ago maybe works against it a little bit, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
All right, our next sauce is actually a hot honey, and I thought I haven't tried this yet, but I think it would be nicer, like, because it's honey, so maybe it'll be sweeter.
Let's see.
Let's
try it out. Which one was the really hot one that we did?
We gotta go back to it. I think that was the Black Panther.
Yeah, okay, we'll do another couple Black Panthers. And I'm gonna put the sauce on yours.
Okay.
All right. While you're doing that, let's move on. Bat Rogue has a question. Where in the world is Cass? Is he dead? Did he fall in a cave and discover Termina? Is he in disguise as a Yiga? Where is Cass? Well, maybe he'll come in the DLC. I don't know.
There's another question in there somewhere that we may not get to all these questions, so just an FYI. We may save them for another episode in the future. But there was another question where it was like, how devastated were you that Cass wasn't in this game?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say devastated, but I was sad. I was very sad. Like,
I wasn't devastated at all, if I'm being honest.
I just want to know why is he gone, but his children are still in Rito Village?
Yeah, I think Penn is
sticky.
much cooler than Cass. Well,
I mean I
he
like
is.
Penn, but I think Cass is cooler.
Penn's a cool guy. All right, let's do this. That's good. That's pretty good.
I feel like there's a kick after a little bit.
Let's see.
I think I got it like right in my.
Peppers are we having?
I got it like right in my throat.
Oh,
but it's sweet. It's sweet, but I got the pepper like right in my throat.
Okay, yeah, a little something after.
Mm-hmm.
A little something.
It's good though.
All right, this is from My Eager Eyes, and they ask, after playing through both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, do you feel the fetch quest and collectathon model is exhausted or needs refinement if it's to be a fundamental part of future Zelda installments? Good question. I would say this, like a lot of the side quests, and I think they kind of went a step towards doing this in Tears of the Kingdom, because you have like your side adventures and your side quests, and while at times it seems like there's no rhyme or reason between the two, I do think that like if you made your substantial quests like your side adventures and had your fetch quests at the bottom, I like it. As long as you don't really miss anything by not doing them, like I think they're fine to put in. Could they be better? Yeah. But I mean, I think like every game is gonna, like every modern game, every open world game is gonna have like some kind of element of those style of quests, and I think that's just gonna be what it is. But I think that as long as there's like substantial quests, like the mayoral election or the couple of the other ones we talked about, like the Yiga stuff, I think it's okay.
Yeah. I think it depends. Like the collectathons for sure. You just have to be the kind of there's like two different kind of people when they play Zelda games or any game really, is like the kinds who likes to collect all this stuff and the kind is like, I don't really have to. I don't really want to, you know. Yeah. And like I like the grind to collect the stuff, and I mean the formula is going to be the same no matter what. You collect all the stuff, and maybe the prize at the end isn't that worth it, but like I kind of like doing it and having that collection, but then for some people it's like, no, I don't really see the need. Yeah,
I mean, like I was pretty against Koroks.
Yeah.
Like but I understand why they're there, and I think that they should be there in this type of game. It's just like, I wish they were maybe, like, you got like a less crucial reward for doing it. Mm-hmm. It's like your inventory space. So, like maybe in terms of that, yes, some refinement would be good. But like I think like especially if you're doing like an open world game, like you need to have something to do other than your main quests and a couple like extensive side quests. So
yeah,
I guess the long answer to that question is like it depends on what the future of Zelda looks like, because I do think we're maybe perhaps at like kind of a crossroads in the series. Like are we still going open world? You know, is releasing a new game every 6 years worth it for that? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure open world is here to stay. It's just like the format of it. Like, what do they do with it?
Gonna be good. All right, we're back to the Black Panther sauce. By the way,
this one
our
was
spiciest
rough.
sauce.
Yeah, this was the spiciest. I think it would have been like. I'm kind of glad we got surprised, but I'm glad we get to go back and try the spiciest now.
Okay. Well, actually, this ties in right to our next question here. So, Corey is back for another. I don't know why we let him have two questions, but he says, not so much a question, but if possible, I'd like you to equate the individual hot sauces to a specific Legend of Zelda character.
Okay.
Now, are we saying that the worst hot sauce is the spiciest?
No, I would say this is the worst hot sauce. It didn't have any spice or like the flavor sucked.
You're right. That's Ilya.
Okay. Oh my god.
The spiciest one, I don't know.
I feel like Tears of the Kingdom Ganondorf is pretty spicy, so maybe he pretty spicy.
What is the toughest boss in the series? What do we think?
Toughest boss? That's hard. There's a lot of bosses in this series.
Okay, maybe. You know what? Here, how about this? This is a hot sauce that I don't like eating, and a boss I don't like fighting is Mulgara. So this can be like the Mulgara of the Zelda series.
But I like this hot sauce, and I don't like fighting Mulgara either.
Wow.
I'm going
you pick whoever you want.
I'm going with Big Daddy Ganondorf for the Black Panther. You ready?
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Headbam. We need it with water though.
We got a teammate on the sidelines who's helping us out.
Okay. This is from Logan.
You know
M.
what? That didn't hit me as hard as last time.
They ask, what is the hardest outfit to get in the whole game?
Hardest. I wouldn't say all of them are all that hard.
Oh.
I wouldn't say all of them are all that hard, but there's some that took a while to get. Like the sticky frog armor took me until like the end of my playthrough to get, because I didn't do all of the quests for that right away.
Oh, God bless you. Yeah, I don't know that any of them are like super hard either necessarily, but I think that maybe some of the DLC sauces, some of the DLC suits. Or not DLC, but like the amiibo ones and like the those sorts, because like I couldn't find those guys that hang out at the caves until like forever. They were just like some random cave. Oh my god.
This one does hit a little after too. Can I get another napkin?
Oh.
Kat is taking care of us.
Yeah, thank you, Kat. She's on the sidelines doing God's work here. Okay.
What was the question?
The hardest one to get.
Hardest one to get.
It's a difference between, is it the hardest one to find or the hardest one to get? There's a difference.
I think to get. You know what? There is one that was hard to get because I knew it was there, but I couldn't get it because it needed a quest to activate it.
Right.
And it was the Thunder Dragon outfit.
This is not hitting you?
Oh, it is. I mean, I'm tearing up a little bit.
Me too. Just a little. Okay.
I feel like my lips are probably like the size of blimps over here, but
let's move on. This is from Emoot.
Don't touch your eyes.
I went like this, like Pan's Labyrinth. It's okay. About the story of Tears of the Kingdom. In Breath of the Wild, the story felt disconnected and far. I can't do this. You gotta read this.
I only took a part of it.
All right, Kat, you're up. Oh.
Where did we leave off?
All right, very last one. Very last question.
About the story of Tears of the Kingdom. In Breath of the Wild, the story felt disconnected and far. It felt like a muffled cry in a room that was made of doors. You didn't feel any need or want to save the princess. You didn't feel any connection to the characters or story. In Tears of the Kingdom, do you still feel the same way?
Ooh.
Do you feel the need to go and find Zelda to save Hyrule from the Demon King? Do you feel like you're, quote, in the story? Do you feel fully engaged? Oh my god, it keeps going.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
That's enough.
Do we feel connected to the story and the need to save Princess Zelda?
Of course. Of
course. I had that. What I had to do actually was hold myself back because I was like, I really want to explore as much of the world as possible, do as much of the side quests as possible before I go save Zelda. So I was like, part of me really wanted to go find her and finish the story, but the other part was like, no, let's not like rush it. You know, I wanted to take my time.
Right. I agree. Okay. Let's let's move on. This is from Twitter. This is from Spam-A-Man, our pal. Who in the Zelda universe would you most like to sit down with and have a beer?
Ooh. Ganondorf. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't think that would go very well. You know what? You know who would be probably a good drinking buddy is Pyrrha, because she's just nuts.
Yeah, I know. That's a good answer.
I think Pyrrha would be like the kind of you wake up the next morning and be like, what the F happened? I don't remember anything.
That's a good answer. I wish I would have thought of that first. You know, I don't, let's see. I think that if I were to go out and I were to sit
Was
down.
this just Legend of Zelda or Tears of the Kingdom?
No, anybody.
Oh.
Anybody. If I were to call Vadi, be like, you want to grab a beer? Let's talk about what's going. Why are you acting like this?
What?
I think
I can fix him.
I think that something happened. I think Eslo, there's more to him than we know, okay?
Oh, okay.
I think maybe he did something to Vadi. Maybe he said something rude or something like that, right? And that's why Vadi, I think if we just had a nice night out, or maybe we could talk it out. Maybe
you could fix him.
Yeah. I think I could do that. Okay. So, okay. We only have 2 wings left here, Al.
Let's do it. Should we do? Okay, let's have the audience choose for us. Do we do another Black Panther?
Or do we do a mix of like all of them?
Let's do a mix of Black Panther and the tiger.
Okay, and maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 more.
Oh my god.
Second follow-up question to that.
Okay, so we're just gonna die.
I think this one is more so for me. If you had to choose between 100%ing Triforce Heroes or Metroid Other M, which would you choose? Gun to your head scenario. It's Metroid Other M every day. Every day. I am sorry to say, because you know what? I've softened on Triforce Heroes. Just a tad, just a touch.
It's fun when you play it with friends.
In a very, very specific set of circumstances, it's passable. It's okay, you know. Okay. But other M is mostly fine. Mostly fine.
We're making a concoction.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
I didn't do it though. Okay. I think this is mostly for you.
Okay.
This is from Mac. How does Andy make his voice so incredibly loud for the hello at the start, then keep it at normal volume for the rest of the show?
You have to watch when we are streaming on Twitch every Sunday at Twitch / I don't know / the Zelda Cast, whatever it is.
A long way to go, Al.
Andy does this thing where he like gears up and he like shakes himself out and he does a couple coughs, a couple like mouth exercises. Yeah, exactly. And then you can like see the bill. You could see him like take that breath, and I usually am ready to cover my ears. And then he does it. So I mean, you just have to come watch it.
It's truly a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Oh, the tiger sauce. Okay, I'm not touching that.
Let's get a few more here.
I'm not touching that tequila sauce. That was gross.
Yeah, no. Let's get the slap your mama sauce.
That one was nice. This one came after the real thing. Hey, you're messing with my concoction here.
No, it's all good. Okay, so let's keep on going here. This is a good question from Quantum Dog.
So horrible.
This is like an inside baseball question.
Oh, okay.
What is your favorite type of episode to make for the Zelda Cast? Rankings, retrospectives, discussions?
I like retrospectives, I think. Especially because we've done a few where it's been 20 years. Like Majora's Mask retrospective was really fun.
Right.
Because there's so much time between when the game came out or when you first played it and then now, does it hold up? Do you still enjoy the story? Does it have a lot of replayability? Does I don't know, just how much has it held up in the Zelda series? So I really like those. Those are my favorite to talk about.
For one, I really like Q&A episodes like we're doing right now.
Yeah, that's easy.
Because it's you guys make the show for us.
We didn't talk about this one. This one was called The Scorned Woman. It wasn't very spicy.
I guess she's not that mad.
I guess not. Do you want it on yours?
Yeah, okay. Come on. I think Q&A episodes are really fun. Like top 10s. Oops. Top 10s are always
I already put it on mine. You're just
Um,
washing off all the other hot sauces.
You're fine. Top 10s are always really fun to do because, and in fact, a cheap plug here, but Zelda Cast is now on Patreon. We have a bonus series specifically called Top 10s where we just rank stuff, and it's a good time. It's an excuse to talk about different things.
This soupy.
Yeah, this is a chicken wing here.
Oh my god.
I think those episodes are really fun, and I would say, I like retrospectives as well when it's about a game that you might not have otherwise like when we did the Tingle retrospective. If not for this,
the Tingle retrospective.
Okay. I would have never played that game if not for this show.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Majora Master, what has your favorite music piece in Tears of the Kingdom been so far, and why is it Colgara's theme?
Oh,
okay,
yes.
Well, first of all, that is an awesome theme.
There's a couple others that are great, but are we going to do this first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Oh my god.
Here we are. Oh my. Oh my.
Why did we do that? He goes in for more.
Oh. Okay. The question was music. I like Hyrule Castle. Where's the fan?
Oh, the fan. We got a cute little hand fan.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't open it. My fingers are shaking.
Oh my god. Thank you. Does this pick up on the? So I think the Hyrule Castle theme is pretty good. It's got like the breakdown part in it, which is good. I don't know. I think that's the one.
I really like Colgera, obviously. Dragon Head Island.
Oh, the Lightning Temple's cool.
The Lightning Temple's cool. I can't think of others. Oh, we were talking about this upstairs, actually, or maybe down here, I don't know. When you're fighting the constructs in the shrines, the little bop that plays is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. We have a donation too, by the way, that we should read off here. If I could pass that back to you, Kat. Thank you for all your help. Oh my god. I like this question here. This is from Quigs. What picture did you hang on your wall in your house in Tears of the Kingdom?
Ooh, can you guess mine?
No.
I did the cherry blossom tree at sunset from Satori Mountain. That was mine.
I did the if you go to the Hateno school, there's a little picture that the kids drew of like Link and all the kids and stuff. I took a picture of that and put it on my wall because I thought it was cute. You still have the Champions ballad picture in your house, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, we made it through our chicken wings at least, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, we got time for a few more here. Torin Gaming. What do you think about the Ancient Heroes aspect? Do you believe it is a fitting reward, and why? Also, is there any evidence that the Ancient Hero was a Zonai?
Okay, spoiler alert.
The Ancient Hero is, like... Spoiler alert. The Ancient Hero... I thought the Ancient Hero was Rauru, is it not?
No. I don't think so. No, he's dead when that calamity stuff happens.
Okay. Well, who else is the Ancient... Like, are they talking about the hero from the calamity?
So when I got that, you look at him and he looks just like the tapestry from the from Breath of the Wild, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's like a link from the past. A link from the past. You know, like another link, just like there was another princess. Oh. But it makes you wonder if it's a Zonai, because didn't Ganondorf say in Tears of the Kingdom that Rauru and Minoru are the only Zonai that remain in Hyrule, and then they both die, so...
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's answer that question. I thought that it was a cool reward.
Yes, it was a very cool reward. I thought it was awesome. I kind of was like, oh, this is cool.
I was like, I either want like a really cool outfit, or I want like a really cool unbreakable weapon. And we got a cool outfit. Mm-hmm. And, I think it's a little bit too hard to upgrade for my liking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Which was easy.
Yeah.
But I do like that. And then, yeah, like, I think that, I assume that this was a Zonai hero and not the one that we saw in Breath of the Wild. So I was kind of like, this must have been like Raru's old digs or something like that.
No, I don't think so. And when I first got it too, I wondered, why does he look a little like Ganondorf with like the red hair and the tail, and like the headpiece he's got on looks like Ganondorf's headpiece. So I was like kind of sus about that. I was like, this looks a little like Ganondorf a little bit. What's that about?
Yeah, a little. Okay, this is a great question. This is from Nathan. If you were a Yiga clan member and wanted to get the jump on Link, what would you disguise yourself as besides I don't know, some kind of tree? And how would you get the jump on him? So I would simply disguise myself, Al, as the guy who is trying to hold up the sign for Hudson. Because
that is a good one.
You see this bloke like 50 times in this game, and each time you're doing stuff, you're distracted, you're building stuff, you're very vulnerable. But if I was a Yiga clan member, I would simply warp and get into my Yiga clan thing and be like, ha-ha, and take my 8-blade sword and like... While Link is making an elaborate contraption.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
You don't like that?
No, that's a very good answer because he's all over the place. Maybe I'll just like take some low hanging fruit off of your answer and be like a Korok. Like a Korok puzzle, and you solve the Korok puzzle because you think you're gonna get a Korok. Instead, it's a Yiga Clan guy.
My friend is over there, and I walk over, and it's like
die.
It's a pit, and there's leaves over the pit. And because I am a Yiga Clan member, I can just like poof and do something else. All right, this is from Quigs. Do you think the depths are something we will see in future Zelda games? Will we see the Termina depths, the Labrinia depths, et cetera, et cetera? No,
I don't think so. I think the depths were pretty, like when you think about it, they were so connected to the surface that they're pretty set in like this Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom duology. I don't think we'll see them again. It's kind of like the Breath of the Wild's version of the Dark World, I would say. Yeah,
I would say so.
Yeah.
All right, this is from B Dog. As my nose is just pouring air. Oh my god. What do you hope for the next Zelda game to be style-wise? So like cartoony, realistic, 8-bit, etc., etc. I feel like we've kind of taken a shot or two at Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild here on this podcast. So my answer is this: I love the art style of those games, like the Studio Ghibli kind of look. I think it's incredible. I think it's so fitting of of Zelda. So. Yeah. I would be okay. I mean, granted, is that style like kind of ingrained with like open world Zelda now? Probably. But I would be okay to see that in like a more like let's say you saw Ocarina of Time and like that style. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm almost down for anything though, to be honest.
I wouldn't mind getting another like I know the 2DS and the 3DS family is kind of done for it, but I wouldn't mind getting another like a new Zelda game in that vein of those games, not like a remake.
You're talking like a Link Between Worlds?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Nah.
I miss the Zelda games. Like I wouldn't mind them coming. It's been like over.
Hold on, are you talking that style of game? That art style specifically for A Link Between Worlds?
No, that style of game.
Oh, then yes.
Yeah, because I feel like all we've really had since A Link Between Worlds has been like remakes, and while I would like an Oracle's remake, I would kind of like something new in that vein. Right. But as far as like the next main giant console game. I wouldn't mind like a mix of like I really like the direction they were going, the hyper realistic direction they were going. Well, I shouldn't say hyper, but Twilight Princess. It's just that it kind of fell flat, literally. Like a lot of the pixelation was really flat, but I think we could go back in that direction, and I think that would be really fun because there's some like really cool, very realistic looking games out there. Like Horizon, like a Horizon looking Zelda game.
I was about to make a joke, but I actually have a serious answer for that. And I think that I would say this, like, unless you're like really, really committed, like to being like just a top of the line, like you're gonna pump the money in to make those graphics look as like unless you're like Metroid Prime HD. Like I think that what serves Zelda better, in my opinion, is like style over like hyper realistic, like hardware, to the max kind of a graphical presentation. But I mean, like that being said, I think you can do anything well, right? Like
I could see like something similar to Final Fantasy looking too would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like the way that they look, and I think it would be kind of cool to look at a different art style like that because usually we've seen like the cartoon stuff, and I think Breath of the Wild and Tears does a really good job with their art style, but I wouldn't mind seeing like a little bit of evolution there.
Because I've been playing the Oracle games a little bit. I would say very specifically, I would love, how in the Oracle games, like the opening cutscenes have those like they're not quite anime, but they're unlike anything else. And I think that if they ever remade those games, they should do like the whole game in that art style. I think that'd be great. We've got a donation to read here. This is from Mom and Dad T. Great job, Andy. So this is my mother and father-in-law.
Aww.
So thank you for watching. Miss you guys. See you when I get back. If I make it back, we'll see.
So cute.
So yeah, they donated $20. So thank you so much. Let's keep going here. We got time for a few others here. So let's see what else we got. And like I said, we're not going to be able to get to all of them, but we'll try our best here. Okay, let's do this one. This is from B-Dog. What arm ability would you prefer to have in real life, and why?
You know what? I would want fuse because like I'm short, so if I could like fuse things to other things and like be able to reach stuff, that would be kind of cool. Or like I don't know, just I think fuse would be really cool.
Okay, so my answer would have been recall if you just like if it rewound time, like all of time, so I could like if I were like doing guess that Zelda tune and then got every answer wrong, which is what happened yesterday, and I could recall and be like, oh, I know that it's at Hano Village, like midday.
Like three houses, rewind time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would do that, but like for important stuff. So like, since it doesn't do that, let's see. I think being able to ascend through ceilings would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, especially here in this house where, like, currently we're in the depths,
if
right?
I want to go to bed,
if we could just ascend straight to the sky from here, that'd be great.
This is another one from B Dog. If there was ever a Hyrule Warriors version of Tears of the Kingdom, I'm thinking the founding of Hyrule, where you can play as Rauru or whoever, would you play it? Well, I mean, obviously we would have to play it.
Well, yeah. Like, would you enjoy playing it?
Yeah, let's reword that question a little bit. I mean, I think I would. However, I do have a slightly bad taste in my mouth from Age of Calamity. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
the game is really fun.
That's not because the game. Yeah, the game is fun.
Yeah.
It's just the story and you know what? Not even the story, but like the marketing really, because they kind of promised one thing and then it wasn't exactly that. It wasn't not that, but it wasn't.
No,
that.
well, what they said is like, do you want to see what happened 100 years ago? And it wasn't what happened 100 years ago. It was an alternate telling of what happened. Like, not even an alternate telling, an alternate reality.
That's right.
And so which is fine. Like, if they said something of that nature, like, hey, like here's a different telling of what happened 100 years ago, great. I think that story was actually kind of fun. But since they told us, you're going to learn more about, which is what we wanted after Breath of the Wild. We were kind of like, what really happened 100 years ago? Because these memories aren't cutting it. So I was really looking forward to seeing that. And in fact, like, you saw that, but in this alternate reality where everything is fine.
Yeah.
So that doesn't even answer the question. Would I play a Tears of the Kingdom Hyrule Warriors?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that as long as they market it okay and tell the truth about like what happens in the game, great.
Yeah. Okay, this is the last one. This is a great question. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
This is from our pal Ocarina Holder 52. Should Link and Zelda passionately smooch at the end of the threequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild?
First of all,
if they make a threequel,
I don't know.
Man, oh man.
I don't think that's gonna work well.
Let's take the spirit of this question. He's obviously being a bit facetious, but like, you know, we've kind of talked about it. We've had a couple people say like, you know, I'm invested in this relationship. Like, should they just like forget the ambiguity? Should they do it? Like, should they just be like, okay, let me rephrase that.
Let's get rid of the ambiguity.
Should they pull the trigger on them as a couple?
God.
Oh boy.
Should they do it?
One night in Hyrule.
Listen, like, oh my God. First of all, I don't think they could. They got away with giving us a very similar game with Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think they could do it again. So threequel is not where it's at. But, you know, I wouldn't mind a game in the future where it's not ambiguous, where it's not, like, implied. Because it is pretty implied in Tears. Like, it looks like it's leading up to something in Breath of the Wild, and then Tears, you're like, Zelda's living in Link's house, you know? So,
yeah.
So you kind of question
all
things.
of his swords are gone, all of his bows and shields are gone. Zelda's living in that house.
She's made herself cozy. She made herself at home. But then Link goes and builds another house, so it makes you really think about it.
That's his vacation house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it would be nice if it wasn't implied. I don't necessarily get into the shipping of stuff in Zelda, but like I can feel it between like I feel the connection between these two in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So it'd be nice to kind of get a game in the future where it's not just a feeling.
Yeah, you know what? I was okay with Skyward Sword and the way that their presentation with it. Like I think it wasn't like overtly stated and you didn't overtly see it, but it was more than implied, right? Like, and there was moments in that game where like you were just like, oh my God, they're gonna smooch, right? And I think that like I think that that's fine. Like, I think if they wanted to do that, like, that's fine. And I think that, like, I guess, like, why not, right? Like, there's a lot of people, like, I'm not really, like, a one for shipping myself, but, like, also, like, I would say that I was invested in those two characters in Skyward Sword because I thought that they told a really good story with those, with those iterations of those characters. So, I think that, like, you got to tell the story to justify doing it. You shouldn't just do it, to do it. But yeah, like, I think that they haven't like fully went there, and I'm not sure what's stopping Nintendo from doing that. I think that they could probably do that in the future.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
There we go. Okay. Well, we made it.
We survived.
We made it. We got some Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
That's going to be our next hot sauce.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just keep it though.
Okay.
So we made it through. We ate lunch. That was nice.
Yeah. We got to have lunch together. That's cool.
That's right. Yeah. We've been hanging out for a couple days. Are you sick of me yet, or
No. We'll see.
not yet? Okay.
We haven't played Skyward Sword together yet, so I guess we'll see.
And that's coming up later tonight. So there you go. There is lots of time left in the Zelda Dungeon Marathon. We've got a whole other week of activities and events and shenanigans and fun. And on our podcast side, we're going to be meeting in person with another Zelda podcast. That is coming tomorrow. We've got both David and Katie coming over, so very excited about that. We're going to do some cool stuff together. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So we are going to get out of here. You're going to see us again in a few short hours playing Skyward Sword. If you're listening on podcast form, please check out the Zelda Dungeon Marathon. We're live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Zelda Dungeon. We're going all week. We are raising money for No Kid Hungry. We've raised, I can't even see now, but you guys have been super generous. So we're doing great, and we want to keep it going. So if you're able and you're willing, we would love if you could help us in our mission to help end hunger.
Yeah.
So yeah, check us out over on the Marathon website over on Zelda Dungeon. So there we go. Okay, well that's it. We're gonna get out of here. You know where to check us out over on well, first of all, Twitch/ZeldaCast. You can see us. We usually stream over there, but today we're on the big channel, so that's nice. And you can check us out over on Twitter. I'm at Spiteri316. Allison Aletha. And we are at the ZeldaCast. Of course, wherever you get your podcast, like, subscribe, recommend us to that Zelda fan in your life. We will see everybody next week for a fun episode that we got. Okay, we are out of here, but we will be back in Zelda action later tonight. Thanks for watching.